Hey everybody, Dr. Moser here. So I wanted to come at you and do a quick video because I've been getting a lot of questions from some of my patients on different products to use and different products not to use. So this might sound like a weird topic for me to go over because I don't use makeup, I don't even use lotions or anything like that on my face. I just keep it as natural as possible, water, some coconut oil here or there just to maintain, I guess. So I rely on the opinion from my wife, on Megan. So when we're looking at any type of creams, lotions, makeups, whatever it is, you have to make sure that what you're using is healthy for you. There are ways to do that. You can tirelessly plug things in. There's an EWG website, I believe is what's called, where you can find out how toxic the ingredients are in the products you're using. But some of the products that I've come across that can cause harm and even cause issues with skin, so lips, face, rosacea, contact dermatitis. Some of the products that are out there, you have to be very, very, very careful. And unfortunately, a lot of them are multi-level marketing products. So what does that look like? So I've had issues with some of my patients using Arbonne products is one of them, using lotions, things like that, and it can cause contact dermatitis. There's a couple of lawsuits that are out there that if you Google, you can find that out. Another product or set of products you can use that I just found out about is a brand called Younique. As soon as I heard the name of the product, I could tell you right there that it wasn't going to be healthy for you, but you start Googling some of the ingredients, things that are in it, and also the reviews and what's happening, and people are having allergic reactions. They're not just like, I'm sneezing. This is like blistering, your face is like melting and falling off. It's just really hard on the body. And so there's these things, these chemicals that we talk about at a hormonal level where they can actually mimic estrogen. So if you're putting anything on your skin, on your arms, whatever that might be, if it has any type of ECBs or any type of estrogen mimicking effects, it can actually cause you to go into estrogen dominance. And you don't want to have estrogen or excess estrogen floating around the body, because if you do, then if you have any sort of cancers or any other type of illness, a lot of the times they have estrogen receptors, which means they're going to be more likely to bind into that, feed the growth. Estrogen is phenomenal at increasing cellular growth. So we don't want that to happen. So when you're putting things on your body, you have to make sure that you're doing your due diligence. So even if you're, on a budget, or you don't want to, you have a certain skin issue and you don't like the look of it, trust me, half the times what you're putting on your skin, if it is toxic, once you release it, once you get that out of the body, your body will actually start to kind of express itself as normal. Things may be exacerbated. They might get a little worse while your body's trying to detox out through the pores. And then the next question that I would ask is, what is your internal health, or what does your internal health look like? Because usually when we have something pushing out into the skin, we want to look at the gut microbiome to see if we have any infections. Do we have yeast overgrowth, bacterial overgrowth? Is there something going on with the liver or the kidneys? Obviously that's not fully in the microbiome, but we can have these things that can have an effect on your overall skin presentation. So if we get overly toxic and our bodies are like, I just want to push it out, you'll feel it and smell it through your armpits. Sometimes people will feel it and smell it in their feet, and then their overall skin appearance, whether it's rosacea or if they have acne or breakouts, anything of that nature. So wrapping this up into a short and sweet, make sure that if you're putting anything on your skin that you're doing your due diligence. And I'll bring up a personal testimony with my mom. She was using Burt's Bees. I think it was a night serum or some sort of serum, and it burned her entire upper face, like all around her cheeks. It was burnt pretty darn bad. And again, Burt's Bees is typically, found out to be a pretty healthy brand, but there are instances where people have these negative adverse reactions. So look it up. I mean, we Google everything else. Why don't we just Google what we're putting in our body? So long story short, if you have any skin issues, whether it's acne, rosacea, contact dermatitis, or any type of other blemishes that you get through your skin, make sure you test yourself. At least run a stool panel to see what the gut microbiome looks like, and we can do natural things to read it, interpret it, and influence how your body's doing. So I'm going to sign off with that. Thanks everybody for tuning in. If you like this video, like it or comment or share it, because that way we can get the message out there. And then a question that I'm probably going to get is, what do I recommend for makeup? Again, I talked to my wife about this. So she uses a couple things, but her favorite brand is called Crunchi. It's Crunchi. I think there's just one I to it. But if you look up that brand, you can Google all of their ingredients. They're all natural. I have zero affiliation with them at all. I just trust my wife and I trust her to know what to put in her body. I've Googled it. I've researched it as well. So do the same. So that being said, take care, everybody. Talk to you next time.